I have my personal phone and I have my work phone. And especially when I'm going into the office, I will have minute by minute alarms that go off on both sets of phones. The weird part about all of this is that snoozing actually feels really good and it feels great in the moment, but it actually makes us more tired. So why do we hit snooze when it makes us more tired? A very special welcome to the very first episode of Thought Spotting. Now, it's quite exciting because I have been on a journey when it comes to YouTube and podcasting, but for the first time ever, I've decided to do something different. On today's episode, we'll be talking about that deceptive snooze button that we all know and love, but hate at the same time. Now, we all know the moment the alarm goes off in the morning and you hit that snooze button thinking that 5 minutes will go by and then you'll wake up. But before you know it, 20 minutes have gone by and you're already off to a bad start. Now, when it comes to mornings, that is a universal struggle that we all share. Whether it's school, work, late nights, an early morning alarm is something that blends us all together where we're all just trying to survive. Now, for me personally, those morning alarms, and I will overshare here because it does sound ridiculous, I know, so I will acknowledge that from the get-go. But what I do, I have my personal phone and I have my work phone. And especially when I'm going into the office, I will have minute by minute alarms that go off on both sets of phones. Because I think the thing that I'm trying to avoid the most is exactly what I said at the top of this show, which is you hit the snooze button and all of a sudden the 5 minutes that you intended to have turn into 20 minutes and sometimes even longer than that. One of the worst things ever is starting your day on a mega back foot. So as you would probably be able to assume that I do hit snooze a couple of times. Sometimes I'm really good with it. Sometimes it goes off once and I'm up. I'm ready, I'm out, I'm getting ready for the day. But in other circumstances, more often than not, I'll hit the snooze button maybe once, twice, 3 times to convince myself that I've bought an extra 9 minutes of sleep so that I can gradually wake up. And if that goes horribly wrong, that's where my whole day is messed up. The weird part about all of this is that snoozing actually feels really good and it feels great in the moment, but it actually makes us more tired. Sleep experts say snoozing interrupts your sleep cycle. Instead of easing you awake, your brain's trying to fall back into sleep. So you wake up more disorientated and groggy. That groggy feeling even has a name: sleep inertia. It's your brain struggling to switch back on. From a cultural perspective, we actually treat sleep very differently. In places like Japan, for example, alarms are actually set earlier from the time that you actually need to wake up to avoid snoozing altogether because punctuality is baked into their everyday routine. In the West, though, we've normalized the whole concept of snoozing. It's seen as more of an act of rebellion or self-care, even though it works against us. Snoozing is a little bit like reheating fries. Comforting in theory, disappointing in practice. It's just so easy to fall into the trap of. That's the thing. Especially if we're really tired and we're dealing with a lot, both mentally and physically. But I would definitely say that this whole concept of snoozing is 100% a trap if you let it control you. So next time you hit snooze, remember, it's not rest, it's a trick. So why do we hit snooze when it makes us more tired? It's because our brain focuses on prioritizing comfort as opposed to logic, even though those extra minutes make waking up harder, especially in those moments where life feels like it's taking hold of us. Hitting snooze actually might feel in the moment like we're doing ourselves a favor when actually we're doing more damage. Plus, and it goes without saying, that we run the risk of sleeping well past the time that we're supposed to be getting up, which is the worst start to our day that we could possibly have. When you feel like you're kicking off your day but you're already starting on the back foot. But what's your take? Do you hit snooze or do you do something completely different? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more everyday oddities and curious thoughts right here on Thought Spotting. Until next time, keep thought spotting.